All right, welcome everyone to tonight's stream. Some more Planet Crafter. Hey, Xbox. Hey, Felonious. Soggy, squishy Thursday evening to you. It's not squishy here, but you know, if it's squishy for you, then it's squishy. Timmy is here. It's a furry evening for me. Oh yeah, he's like, where's that tree? I know you grabbed. What? That right there. So yeah, we're gonna play with some Planet Crafter. Hi Jenny, hi Jason. And I'm actually adding in some new mods tonight. We got 3 new mods, but before talk about that, point out they did post some news on Steam. If you haven't seen it already, they're working on the next update, which, you know, of course they're working on the next update. They say it's gonna be ready in the next few weeks. Now that could be 3 weeks, that could be 8 weeks, that could be 12 weeks. It doesn't specify. It's just next few weeks. But they're focusing on expanding the map, and they do showcase some new areas, like a new cave that's got nice glowy crystals up at the top, like little glowing stalactites. And then we have a water forming in the cave, and we've got new like archways, like stone archways in an area, and then like what might be an expansion, I guess, around the Labyrinth Canyon area. But they're working on expanding the map and working on quality of life improvements. I didn't specify on that, but I'm hoping that's something to do with some of these mods that I've been using and some of the, you know, things I've been saying to do, like making it where you don't have to replant the seeds every time you collect from a food grower. So hopefully we're going to get some quality of life improvements coming in that direction. I would think that's the right one there. Hi, Zachary. You only found the channel a week ago. Well, thanks for joining in. Southern half of Missouri is under flood watch. That's, yeah, not good. It's not like that here, but it's going to be like bad storms tomorrow. I know that. So yeah, sometime next few weeks, we'll get the update for Planet Crafter with more map and quality of life. So hopefully, again, they're going to fit some of these things that, like the jetpack sudden drop, which I got a mod to fit. It's the grab only the vegetables from food growers instead of having to replant the seeds every time. You know, I got a mod to fix that. So hopefully those are a couple of the things that are going to be fixed. As I said, we're going to do is Timmy's expecting his he didn't eat that snack. He wants this snack instead. This is the one he wants. You see those eyes rolling as I move it. Where's it going, Timmy? Where's it going? You want it? You want it? You want this? You want it? Take it. Come on, take it. Wow, turning his nose up. That's a new one. All right, I'm gonna put it here. Put it right here on your paw. Now he gets it. Greetings, Madison. Thanks for joining in. So yes, adding 3 more mods tonight during the stream. We're going to try 3 new ones out. First one, I said I didn't want to use it because it felt kind of cheaty, but I'm doing a lot of running around grabbing uranium. So I'm doing this just as a way to help with that, but I'm going to try the auto mine mod out. This is one that it's supposed to automatically grab stuff within a 20-meter radius of you, so 20 meters around, which is not really that far in the game. It's going to automatically pick up the little resource nodes. You could turn it off or on with V, and you can do a manual one with C. So my idea was I'm going to turn the automatic off, and we're just going to run around whenever I'm trying to get like uranium. I'll run into a little patch, hit C, let it collect them all real quick, be done with it. Just kind of a quick harvest thing. Also, I'm using the hotbar mod, which adds a hotbar to the game. So 9 hotbar slots, kind of like what we, you know, get in other games. But this is specific to building items. So there's no like adding extra tools for the hands, not adding a knife or anything. This is adding a way to add to your hotbar, like the tier 1 biodome. So you can just press that button and it automatically pulls it up. So it's like a creative mode hotbar. Think of it that way. It makes it easy to just put certain things in there that you want to use a lot when building, and you could just press a button and select it. So it's going to save some time of having to go into the build menu, especially when I'm doing the same thing over and over. And then the last one, this is definitely the one I want to keep, most likely, is inventory move multiple items. That's the name of the mod. So I said it's kind of like Arc. I want to be able to like filter items, so I can say transfer all the iron over at once. This basically does that. Instead of just having to click one at a time, I can middle click on the mouse, you know, the little scrolly wheel, and it will transfer every item of the same type that I'm clicking on. So if I click on iron, it will transfer all the iron until the storage is full. This way I can, you know, control how my stuff gets sorted, as opposed to trying the little auto sorting one. I did think about doing that, but this is I think gonna be working a little bit better for me right now until we have like better storage options in the game. Yeah, like, you know, auto sort lockers would be a cool feature, but I think we need a little bit more storage space, and I need to kind of like have the auto sort like fully going anyway as soon as I start building, not like adding it later. So that's what we're checking out tonight. We're going to try out some new mods, and we'll go ahead and let the game kind of think about it for a second and then make sure it's the frame rate's not like bottoming out again. It is still doing that weird thing in one area, just you know, I'm in one spot of my base, and it's like 15-20 FPS. Other places is fine. So, oh, you can actually control click to do that if you're on the 009 beta. So obviously, yeah, they are going to be doing like quality of life stuff. Like I said, fixing things that everybody's been asking for a lot. I know I'm not the only one asking for it. So obviously other people asking for it, especially other people making mods to fix these problems. And yeah, auto mine is, that's why I didn't want to use it, as cheaty. But again, in this case, I'm going to specifically trigger it when we are around the uranium from the meteors, just to make it go quickly and not have me like struggling, you know, wasting time to get it going, just to make it a little bit faster for tonight. So yeah, yeah, let's dive in and cheat a little bit, not a lot. So let's see, let me make sure. So V auto mine is enabled, they're disabled. So we're gonna keep it disabled so I can just kind of manually use it as I get around. And actually, you know, I want to test it real quick. So it picks up the iron, but not the algae that is obviously here. So resource nodes, as in the materials you use with the mining, not materials you just grab. And yeah, goes here. So if I control click, see, right now, yeah, it's just the one in the stable mode. But yeah, middle click mode. But yeah, middle click transfers all of it. So whenever they get the net stable one out, 0.009, 009, it's, you know, one of the other special agents, then I'll switch and take the transfer all items, whatever it's called. I can't remember the exact name. It's 4 words in a sequence, but it's all, I'll take that mod out. For now, let's do this. So I'm on here. So the hot bar, you see I got these. So what you got to do is when you're here, you got to hold the button of the number and then click. Okay. So it's not hold like shift and click. It's hold the button of the number you want it to go on. So 1, and then click, left click the item. So here I did that. And then I'll do hold 2 and left click, and I got that. And it tells me, as you see, I've got a number. It actually ties in with the pin item recipe and with the craft from containers or mods. It'll tie in with those. So it's actually telling me how many I can make from right here in this range. And so if I want to build, now once I've got it set, I just go 1 and it immediately selects it. That is a major quality of life improvement right there. Just I can just go boom, and done, you know. Do I have a separate server for testing mods? No, I mean, this is all in just the single player game. So I'm not like, I'm testing it, you know, in here, but I also have like a daily backup. So if something gets really messed up with my game, I can, you know, restore from the backup. Also, Steam Cloud Sync for, you know, my game save. So I, you know, I guess I could use that to go back. I haven't ever had to use that before for like restoring game save, but I guess maybe that's got an option. You know, I think that's what it is, since most of those syncing services are like that. All right, so says I can make 6, which is interesting because I've only got 2 iron in my inventory right now. So there goes 3. So it's not detecting my iron that's on the ground. It's not treating it like, oh yeah, you got the auto mine installed, so it counts that. I've got to be picking up iron from a container in range, which I thought I used all this. I did not. So okay, that's weird. Look at that. It says 4 because I've got 4. But as soon as I leave, oh wow, it's not picking up those anymore. I come back here and it says 8. I can build 8, or I can build 4. So why is it picking up? Okay, that's odd. I want to say, and I thought I emptied that one last time. I really do. I thought I did that. So, seriously, where's this container that I apparently have around here and I don't know about it? Oh, okay, it dropped. Right there. All right, so that's, yeah, see that? 9 to 13. So 50 meters, there's got to be one up in here somewhere, or maybe on the other side of the cliff. There's a container. Oh wait, no, it just dropped again. 13, okay. Oh, we got a storm. Oh, is it a purple storm? It's a purple storm. Oh, this is another good one to use the auto mine with. There is a config that you can actually filter, like allow and disallow items with auto mine. I haven't done it, but yeah, that's an option. I guess you could do it as like, I only want to collect super alloy and just have it just for these storms, so you can go around and just collect all the super alloy that drops. Oh, that one went right over my head. Oh wow, that one hit right there. You know what? Let's just try it. 1 super alloy. That's all I got. All right, gonna do boop, super alloy, boop, more super alloy. And super alloy. I feel like the distance of 20 meters is treated a little bit differently with this mod than with some of the other ones. I mean, I can't say for sure. There's not like a meter distance thing on the screen, but I want to say that this 20 meters is a little bit more than the craft from containers distance of 20 meters was. It definitely feels like I got a lot more range out of this than the craft from containers was doing. I'm going to add some more platform, because you know it's where I'm, you know, I need platform so I can, oh, what am I doing? I don't even have to worry about that now. So yes, press 1 and oh, look at that. Look at how easy it is. I just press the button and then I don't have to go in here and then, you know, go up here and click it every time. I hope they add something like this. I mean, if we're not going to have anything beyond the gun that we hold in our hands, we're not going to have knives or anything like that. It's just going to be the gun. Then please give us this kind of function where we can toolbar a specific item that we want to build. So, I mean, look how much faster that was. That's quality of life right there. The crate is in the base. I mean, there's not, unless it's in the base on the other side of the wall, there's no base crate over there. I don't have a crate over there. I haven't put one in. So it's got to be, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a base on the other side of that section of wall. But I'm not 100% on that. Oh, yeah, I'm out of that. Let's see. I used all my iron up, so... Boom! Yes, control, middle click. I don't care how I do it, as long as I can get that functionality in the game. That is so much easier. I just click one thing and it transfers all of that type. That's a must for the next update. So it has to happen. I'll say I fully expect that to be in whatever update comes next. Along with this, click, just normal click, I get the food item and the seeds stay planted. All right, I am going to just. Let's go grab some uranium. Like, add an achievement named Not the Face and get caught. You gotta catch a meteor in your face. So I've already done that like twice, I think. Or well, I mean, I guess it'd have to be questionable of how like you get hit. I have been hit at least twice. At least one time was in the head. So would that count? Like at what designation do they say? Well, that's where it counts as a face hit, you know? I'll grab some iron. It was twinkling at me. Might as well. I'll use it. Okay, that's interesting. I know I got one. Oh, now I got 13. There goes 7. So there's still... There's a container over there. It's gotta be, or a container somewhere. Maybe up there. I don't know. Maybe they got one hidden up top. And I just been going right past it. Okay, wait. Yep. Boom! Like that. Yeah. Alright, but no need for that, cuz did what Xbox wanted me to do. We're gonna go ahead and boom these. Oh, actually, that's right. The craft from containers, that stuff's in range of where I'm at. So I can actually just, I don't even have to go over there now. I can actually just craft using all the cobalt that's available from these. Yeah, it's just pulled all the cobalt right out. That's a definite upgrade right there doing that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna keep those. I really don't need those. Well, I could use them, but I've already got enough elsewhere, so. Any more? Come on. Alright, that's enough. Let's see. Let's sort. So I have 11 iron in my inventory. And now I've got, okay, build 13. And I want to say that's what it had before in this area. So I wonder if there's just like a weird thing of how it triggers in a certain area. Now it's back to 11. Okay, that is interesting. So I went through this area earlier and it had 11 for the number, but I didn't have 11 iron in my inventory. Now I do have 11 iron in my inventory. So unless it was picking up the containers all the way over there, the extractor containers, unless those were picking up, that's weird. It's acting like it picks up a tray somewhere, something, you know, some storage, and then it doesn't. So I don't know. Never found that little canyon before? You talk about the one with the spikes? Instantly. So, quality of life. They said they're working on quality of life improvements for the next big update. And it sounds like what you're saying on the beta, Dereka, is that they're taking the fact that people are making mods, not just saying we need this, but actually making mods for these fixes. They're like, okay, we'll fix it. We'll add it to the game, which is good, you know. So that means at least 2 of these mods, maybe 3, might be unnecessary when that next update comes out. Netstream played No Man's Sky. I mean, I thought about it. I'm just still not 100% sure I care to yet, because, I mean, you know, it's been fun in the past. I haven't seen anything on the new update that really made me want to dive in that heavily. What am I missing? Oh, yeah, explosive powder. I believe I got enough for some explosive powder. Ooh, actually, let me try this. Okay, it doesn't work on that. I tried to hotbar it. I was like, maybe I could do a hotbar thing for it. But did not work. Okay, so that is... just... there we go. Okay, so I can make 1. I can only make 1. Because I don't have enough uranium rods. That's what it is. Got that. Okay, let's get a rocket going. And I want to say I think I took the vehicle out, but I can't remember for sure now. So, okay, we're going to get a rocket engine. And... what was it? Super alloy. Rocket engine, super alloy, and cobalt. Oh, I had this down pat, and then it's been almost a week, so. Yep, 2 super alloy and 3 cobalt. Well, what am I doing? I don't have to go over there. I can pull it right here. There we go. Yeah, when devs say, oh man, somebody made a mod that does this and there's people downloading it and liking it, we probably should try to add that, you know. There's some devs that would be like, oh, we don't care. Oh man, no, we're not adding that. We don't want to say we ripped them off or something like that. There's some devs that would not add something because of something like that. I'd be like, no way. Let's just take... this. Oh, that's so. Oh, and iron. Go get the iron out. Yep. And honestly, it's actually quicker to transfer, even like than the left click on the items. It seems like it cuts down the animation time when I'm middle click for that. Ooh. I mean, it's just like one and done. That's much nicer. Okay, no more. I don't even know where they hit. I wasn't paying attention. I see that one there. All right. So the real reason for this Wow. Okay, that's more than 20 meters away, apparently. That is not 20 meters. That's like 3. That's like 3 meters away. It says it's supposed to be 20 meters, but I think the distance calculation in the game of 20 meters is wrong, or maybe just everybody's saying 20 meters for their mod and the distance is quite wrong, because that is not 20 meters. I mean, from here to there is not 20 meters. I'm not walking 20 meters in a matter of steps. That was way less than 20 meters. I might actually, when I save, do like back out and do a allow only list for like the uranium and the super alloy instead. Like just do that so I don't have to worry about that part. Because I ran out of room trying to get uranium. Just trying to pick it up. I don't think there was that many items in this area. It's just it's picking up. I mean, look at how. I mean, I can see it right there. I don't see that many other items right around here. That seems a little like it seems almost like it's going further out, but it's randomly picking them. Like not even going with the ones closest to me. Yeah, this might get reset to uranium and like super alloy only. I don't want to be picking up everything. I just want to get the important stuff and then be done with it. I don't feel like I have to sort anything now. I can just, you know, boom, boom, boom. Okay, ran out of room. There we go, done. That is much nicer. All right, 2 uranium. Ooh. Yeah, I wonder if it's affected by the water barrier. Because that is a... Nope. Can't mine through the water with your gun. But apparently it doesn't make a difference for the Automon. Let's... Yeah, that's just way too much extra junk that I'm getting. Not that I you know, worried about burning through all of it like that. I keep getting plenty through my miners or my extractors. So it's not a problem. It's just the time of coming back after I pick it up. Okay. There's that. Boom. Okay. Let's do another rocket. Get another set of meteors. See if I can find some more rocks. There's probably some on top of that up there, I would say, you know. There's probably a bunch up top of that that's like causing me to not see as many. It's probably where, because I was inside the cave, there's probably a bunch of meteors that landed up there. And, you know, that's probably a bad idea for me to be over there while this is happening. Very, very odd look with that glitchiness right there of the biodome. Is it? The color's different. Feels like the color's off a bit. which it did this last time too. At some point, it got glitchy with the coloring, and I had to like close the game to fix it. I need to filter that after this. That's just way too much extra junk. Way too much extra junk that I don't want. I just want this to help with the uranium. Mainly uranium. Yeah, the super alloy would be fun too. Look at all that extra. I just want this. Look at that right there. Whole point is to make this a little faster for me to gather supplies and build my big green tower of power. I mean, much faster to grab iron this way, but you know, I'm good on that. So let's save. We'll save. I'm gonna change this. I'll actually fix this in the mod, and while I do that, bring out the Timmy, because you know, what's up? He's just like, he's laying there. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I'm cooling down. All right, let's see. So I gotta go config. Where is that? Auto mine config. So yeah, this is another one. Like I said, the video, if you didn't watch it yet on how to do the modding, this is one where I first run it. It creates its own config file, and so there's actually in the config folder a separate config file. Oh wow. Okay, so it said on the Nexus mod page for AutoMine that the default range was 20 meters. I'm going to double check real quick. I'm pretty sure it said 20 meters. Default is 20 meters, but the config says the default value is 10. So max range for it to check is 10. That sounds like, yeah, and it says range to check in meters. So the mod page says the default's 20. The actual config file is saying 10. So that might be a little something to check. Comma separate list of item IDs to allow mining of just those. So I need the all right, I thought I could just type in something. I need the item IDs. There we go. All right, on the mod page there is a list of item IDs. So it's a long list. Uranium. Oh, okay. So it's simple. It's like it's uranium colon space. And it says uranium. I think that's a mistype there. I think they mistyped. And then comma, separated list. So we do that, and I'm going to add the super alloy because, you know. And it says super alloy colon super alloy colon alloy. So let's save that, and I'm just going to see how that works. So again, this is in the same, you know, folder where you do the Beponets install if you watch the video. Move the fusion somewhere else and put a nuclear there? No, I'm not moving my fusions. The ones I've got where they're at, they're staying there because that's why I'm building a new area for the nuclear instead. And now I just gotta wait for OBS to catch up with the game. Anytime you close the game, it does this. All right, so let's try this. I've got uranium and super alloy. So I'm hitting C, and nothing is collecting. Nothing is collecting. There we go. Okay. So, oh, you know, no, let me check this. Just make sure I didn't break it. That I did get everything right. Also good just to see if it's like, if it works on stuff I dropped. Okay, that's a bad sign. It did not pick it up, so it might just be mineable stuff, but you know, we'll find out. I'm hoping I got the IDs in there right. I may have messed up. I don't think I did. I mean, I kind of, the instructions were not that detailed. It was just put in this item ID and then, and the item ID list did have, it had uranium : uranum. So it was missing a letter in the second part of the item ID. That might be how it is in the game. They might have messed up. Or it might be a case of, you know, whoever was typing those out messed up. Let's see if I can find some. Yeah, oh, I know. I need to go get sulfur anyway. Let's go look. See if any meteors landed here. Because I was kind of close. Don't see any. And nothing's picking up out here. I wonder if I can make it up here. I can do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. Maybe I should put iridium. Well, no, because it wouldn't pick up the stuff I dropped, I guess. Oh, I wonder, maybe up here? You know, let me just turn auto miner on. Just so as I'm flying around, it might pick up something that I don't see in time. And I'm betting there might be some in the water. At least I would hope. Oh, I don't think they despawn when you quit. Because I've had other stuff not despawn when I quit, but... oh, maybe it did. Alright, let's just turn it off. I'll summon another meteor storm. Since these seem a little bit on the lighter side. Oh, wrong container. Boom. And boom! That is so much easier. That really is. Honestly, I'm gonna say control click. Yes, because not everybody's gonna have, I mean, it's be unusual, but not everybody's gonna have a mouse that has a middle click. I think it is possible. There's still some people that might have a mouse without middle button scroll wheel thing. But honestly, that seems a little bit easier. Instead of control click, just make it the middle click like the mod does. That's actually just, I don't have to worry about it, you know, what my other hand's doing. I can just shift my finger over and click. You spread your tree spreaders out and barely get any lag spikes. So that's why I moved a bunch of my tree spreaders out into that other little valley area, I guess, so that they're not all right here. And you see, I did get, like, my frame issues did drop down. I'm still thinking about spreading some of those out a bit more because I've got some overlap up there. But that's why I'm trying to get a lot of the tree spreaders out of this area, so I still get the effect, but they're not, like, messing with me visually. Saw those. So I'll turn on auto mine. And I did not get it set right. I broke. I did it wrong. Somehow I did it wrong. And I hit V a bunch of times. this is done, because I can't even like hit C to collect them. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Let's save. Let me do this again real quick, because I've still got the I've got it actually pulled up here. It said uranium and uranium, I think is what it was, uranium, and that didn't work. I didn't try the super alloy. List of IDs is just, it says uranium rod and rod uranium, and then there's uranium uranim, URANIM, which is not the right spelling, but that could be like a typo for when they were trying to get it set up. Nachos that you're saving for tomorrow. You're making a gator tail, crawdads, lobster bit, shrimp boil for your coworkers. Oh, that sounds good. I definitely sounds good. Rocket ore does not despawn when you quit. Well, I had one piece of rocket ore there and it despawned when I quit. That's why I left one piece out to check it. I have one piece, unless it auto-collected. Well, no, auto mine was disabled, because I had to enable it there. So it picked up 4. There was a 5th one I did not collect. So one of them did despawn from the rocket ore. And I know there was these over here. There's one that landed over here. So I'm going to look for it. And right now, I am not seeing it. I think actually, yes, the rocket ore did despawn. It did. Because it had to have been over in this area. So yeah, the ore from the rocket boulders, the rocket meteors, did despawn. So that's incorrect. The rocket ore does despawn when you exit the game, because it just did. I guess there's no point in me looking for any others, because the ones I know where they were are gone. So that wasted some stuff. All right, well, I got plenty of those. I'm okay. I'll do another rocket real quick. Won't be an issue. Does it despawn for us? You mean you and Sam, or for everybody? Because I want to say I've tested that before, and it's despawned for me before with the rockets. So I want to say it's not. I mean, maybe it's done it for you, but I want to say it is not done that for me. I want to say that's one thing. Like the stuff I drop, I know it doesn't despawn because I've got all that iridium. But I want to say the rocket stuff has despawned in the past for me. That I don't remember it sticking around. Yeah, just get rid of it. You said does? Oh. Well, this bot says that it doesn't despawn. Oh, maybe Xbox, you and Sam have something changed in your config somehow that has got it messed up, because I mean, you got other people saying it does despawn. All right, the uranium is not picking it up. So I did the allow list and it's not picking up uranium from the rocks. So, and I changed it to uranium, the misspelled one, and it didn't pick up. So I don't know what's going on then. Either that, well, I mean, it said comma. I put a comma after that to do the second one. I'll take the super alloy out and just leave it as just the uranium. After I grab some of this, since it will despawn. I don't want to waste that rocket. That was kind of the whole point of testing this out, so I could make this a lot easier and not have to wait for rocks to despawn or just keep shooting multiple rockets over and over, hoping to get, you know, them to clear. I'll look around. Yep, there we go. It does scatter them quite far apart in some cases. Any more. I'm about to move some more tree spreaders out. Oh, maybe I should just put like uranium and iron in instead of uranium and super alloy and just see if it works. Like put iron first, because I know I'll find iron around the area, and if I'm walking past some iron and it doesn't pick up, then I'll know something's broken. Look at that. There we go. Okay. Save. I'm gonna try this one more change. One more, real quick. So, let me find the code for iron real quick. And I'm going to the mod page for AutoMine because there is a link for the game IDs. So iron at :space iron. I'm just gonna put that first. A comma. You know what? Let me just do a comma without a space and see if maybe that was throwing it off. I mean, there's a space in the item name, but maybe it doesn't need to have a comma and a space after that. I still think that would work. If that was the case, it should have worked for the uranium, though. But it didn't. So I've got iron, uranium, and super alloy in the config now. And, oh, I just noticed my hotbar reset when I exited. And is this still not picking up? Really? What? Why is it not picking up? What the? The game screen's not picking up now. All right, let me. There we go. I had to reset the thing. That's new. I've never had that happen before. Usually it delays a moment. All right, AutoMine enabled. Let's go fly around. I know I was picking up some iron out through this area. I'll just go look for some. Like, I just need to see one piece of iron on the ground to know that it's, all right. I broke it. I broke it. It's not even collecting the iron now, so I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I am doing wrong on that config. It'd be great if there was like, you know, somebody made a mod thing like for the, like Subnautica, we got the SML helper and it gives you like, you can go in there and make tweaks to the mods that feature that option through SML helper. it'd be great if somebody could do like that for this game. And we could just like, I could go into a little mods menu right there and do something. All right, one more. I don't really know what is I'm doing. You changed your config to read uranium. I mean, is it uranium colon uranium or uranium colon or uranum colon uranum? Because I'm copying it out of the config thing on the that item list. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave this page up now. Yeah, I'm going right here to the item list, and I'm copying and pasting. Now, I'm just gonna put just that. You know, I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe it's okay. I think I know what it is. It's not supposed to have the colon in there like that. So iron and alloy. Let me try that. Wait, that's. I'm hoping that's the fits. I'm gonna close and reopen. No colon. You gotta have a colon. That's how you poop. Okay. Colon free this time. Colon cleansed. Is it picking? It's not gonna pick up again. Really? Okay, that's twice now. I don't know why it's doing that. All I'm doing is like turning off the thing and like turn it back on, and now it's not wanting to do that. What the? Okay. Now OBS does not want to even load the game. There it goes. Well, it took like 5 tries to get it to want to do it. Okay, so iron, super alloy, and uranium. Just gonna fly around. Again. C. It's not doing anything. Okay, unless this is like backwards from what it should be. I'm assuming the allow list is the like white list. Like this is what you want to allow to be picked up. And the disallow would be the black list, what you don't want picked up. And it did not do that. It did not work with that. So yeah, I did uranium, iron, and alloy in the allow list. And it's not doing it. Some of your mods don't work if you set all the tier 2 miners to only mine a specific thing. Are you using a mod for the tier 2 miners to do that? Or are you talking about on... You're talking about on the FCS mods for Subnautica. Alright, I've got... I went right up to a piece of iron and it did not take... It did not pick it up. So I don't know. Let me try one more change to the config file. Real quick. I'm taking out everything except the uranium. Just uranium. That's it. And let me see, is it... Okay, it's got it capitalized on the list, so I'm trusting that the list works. Xbox is causing everything to fail. Yep. Just Xbox has too many nuclear reactors and too many tier 2 tree spreaders, or tier 3 tree spreaders. And what is up with this? Like, never takes this long for it to pick up. Oh yeah, look at that. It finally picked up as I was clicking it off. Okay. So, uranium only, which means I do need I need to get a rocket to come in. Let's go get a rocket. This doesn't work. And I don't know what is going on with it then, because all I'm doing is changing the allow list, which, I mean, that says whitelist to me. That's what you're allowing to be picked up. And it's not playing nice with me. Yeah. You're gonna try a new game, see if that's what, try a new game? You mean, like, because of the allow it list not working in an existing game? That shouldn't be the case. It should, I mean, it was working before I tried to do the allow list. So it should be, if the allow list is working right, then it shouldn't be an issue with game being new or not. Alright. Probably get one closer. But I saw where that hit, so I'm going for it. It's hit over here, yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, so C worked, but it did not do it with the auto. And now the auto's working after I hit C one time. Yeah, that's definitely not 20-meter range. I'm sorry, that's not 20 meters. I'm not even sure that's 10 meters. So it's working as long as I have just the one item. Which is really what I need it for the most anyway, but, you know, having it for the super alloy, occasional storm for that would have been nice. It bothers me that I put in the comma, with space, without space, and it didn't work either way. Actually, I think it's actually better if I just go around tapping C over and over. So I'll have to experiment with that later, see if it's like for some reason it does not like the commas in it. It does say comma separated list, and it did not like it when I actually had a list of items. All right, that's 3 more. And now that, so oh yeah, I gotta set these back up again because it didn't keep those. All right, so that's I'm gonna do 3 of these real quick. I'm just gonna build them and then break them down, because again, that's just makes it easier than having to go and grab the supplies and count out the supplies. And we'll load up all that I can carry, and we're off. All right. You got 30 things of super alloy. You mean like 30 pieces of super alloy, or like 30 storage lockers of super alloy? Yeah, I saw that the default is 3 seconds, but even with that, it seemed like it was a little bit slower than 3 seconds. And again, it said on the page the default range is supposed to be 20 meters, but the config file, the default is 10. And it doesn't even feel like it's doing 10. It feels like it might be doing 5 meters. Which would mean the default, if it's 10 and it's actually 5 meters, because at 10, then the default should be 40 for it to actually work with 20 meters. And that means if the range is the same between mods, then my craft from container mods configuration is for 50, so that's really 25 meters. But yeah, 10 meters. I mean, 10 meters is like 30 feet and change. I can't remember the exact conversion, but it's a lot more than what it's actually collecting at. I mean, it's collecting at maybe 3 meters distance. Let's see. I'm thinking that's far enough out. Like this. This is enough distance out. Oh yeah. Hot bar for building is an absolute must. I'm not gonna say it needs 9 items. They could probably get by with 4, 5 slot hot bar, but yeah, that is so helpful. That really is. Just save your favorite build items or the ones you are about to go and use a lot of in a project. And all you gotta worry about is coming and get the supplies. You know, just carry the supplies. And you don't have, I mean, it's especially useful when you're going over and over and over on the same one. And where'd that uranium come from? Oh, that must have been like on one of these. Or like on top of this somewhere. Yeah. I think some uranium like glitched in or something. 'Cause I don't see any here. Like it got inside the biodome. Ah, that was nice. I knew I saw some more. You know what? Let me fix this because I don't remember actually clicking that. Like that. There we go. Okay, so well, let's go ahead and finish off the structure for that level. And I'll go check my miner, or my excavators. They've probably built back up again, at least a decent little bit. Come back, launch some more rockets. You know, get this going pretty quickly. I mean, that's 3 rows right there. I've added another row. It's going to be another row. So that's 5 rows deep on the main side there of nuclear reactors. I think that should be a pretty good size platform right there. And that's on this side alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'd be 40 reactors just on this side. And then, this didn't plummet me down to the bottom like the jetpack's been doing. Alright, so that's been 3 more on each side. So that's 11 total I can build across right now. Not counting anything that spanned over here. 11 on each row. 5 rows, that's 55. Let's see if I balance out enough to get maybe up to 60 on a level. And I just gotta figure out how I want to get to the next level. How I want to make this rotate upwards to get another set of these. I think 60 per floor is a good amount. I mean, that's 2 floors would be 120. Let's see if I can build. Nope. So okay, that's enough right there. And the last one. That's gonna be a pretty good size, I think, right there. You have 30 storage lockers of super alloy. I mean, come on now. Oh, I know what it is. I know what's happening. I'm holding shift while I am clicking. I'm hitting 1 to build that, so it's triggering. If you hold shift, well, if you've got the pin recipes mod installed and you hold shift, when you press the number for what's on the hot bar, it will pin that recipe there, so you don't actually have to go in to your you know, to go and look at the recipe to see what it takes. If you want, you know, if you weren't using the craft from containers part of it, which I am. And oh yeah, I was gonna go, let's go get resources. Hey! Alright, that helps. So I got some uranium that was... I did not know was over here. You know, if they do like a scanner room type of deal where you can build something and you could use it to highlight resources within a certain range of it, so you could isolate out, like, hey, show me where all the iron is around me, then I'd easily dump the auto mine because I just have it set up max range on that. Show me where all the uranium is that comes in so I can easily get it, you know, so I'm not having to go try to pay attention where the meteors land. I go and get everything that way. And I'm just gonna do this. Almost 6. I did have 2 extra uranium, but almost 6 rods right there. Get rid of that, taking the iron back. It's interesting, it wasn't even the furthest away extractor. It wasn't even the newest extractor. It was the oldest one. The first one I built here is the last one that it pulled from in terms of the resources for doing the crafting with the from containers thing. So it is going in reversed order. It's last in, first out type thing. So if you build 8 lockers, then the 8th locker is the first one it's going to check for the resources, is what it seems. Because that was the middle one. It wasn't the furthest, but it was the first one I built over there, and it pulled from the other 2 first. So it's kind of interesting it's doing that. I would think it would have been like the oldest one first, the lowest ID number, I guess, but it didn't do that. It sounded like I was about to have a storm. And then it stopped. Okay. Let's drop that. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and make a rocket. Get one going. Yeah, this, I can make one of them from my resources in stock right now. At this distance, this is like 50 meters. That's, you know, the 20 meters is more like 5. Starting to grab some. Getting pieces of rock all over my base. Can't say I'm happy about that. I just noticed something. That's weird. So I'm inside, and I cannot make a nuclear reactor tier 2. It says I don't have the resources for it. I step to the door, and suddenly I have resources. So it's like it's cutting off access to some of my supplies over there in the biolab. And here, I wonder if that's something to do with that bugginess I'm getting. Like, maybe that is part of the whole FPS drop going on right here, is that it's acting like it's separated somehow. Because I step out and I'm able to build. I mean, I was all the way over there and I could build. I go that far out and it'll let me build as though I'm in range of it. But I go inside that structure and it doesn't. Yeah, there's something... That's got to be part of what's causing my FPS drop over there. There's something buggy in that area. Look at that. I've got no way to build. I cannot build the nuclear reactor. You know what? I go over here. I'm fine. Look at that. I'm crossing this area right here. There's something on that little spot right there. Let's try this. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. See? I can build. I can't build. I can build. I can't build. And it's changing the number on my amount of iron too. Oh, and I hear we got a storm coming. Look, it's right there. It's this spot right here. It's this threshold. Something is weird right here. It goes past it, this spot right there. It's right there. That is... I don't know what that could be. Unless there's like a map issue there or something. Some kind of broken element of the map. It's not like loaded right or something. Now, maybe the devs might see this because, you know, I've been trying to figure out where there's a problem over there. It caused my FPS to drop so much. And there's definitely something weird over there. I mean, I wouldn't have noticed that without the hotbar mod. So very, very helpful on that part. And it's doing it outside and inside. So it's not like, oh, is this because you're inside the structure kind of thing. It's just it some reason, I mean, like right here. Let's see how it does. I know I'm in range. I know I am in range. And look, like right here, this is where it was doing this. This is where that FPS drop was. As I come into this area, and see, it's like right here too. Boop, boop. Okay, and right there. Okay. So it's like a weird shaped area that it disconnects as like I'm not in range. That's a very odd occurrence there. All right, let's just make a bunch of these. Oh, I just picked up some more. That's 12. That's enough for 4 more. How am I doing here? Oh, I'm all right. Go ahead and let's get another rocket going. Maybe help clear some of those out. Launch! Oh, and I know what it is. I had to go get sulfur so I can make some more of this. There we go. Yep, just like that. I think it's actually better if I know where it is. I see it. I just sit here and hit C over and over. I wonder if it would cause like a lag issue if it was set to like 50 meters or 100 meters or 200 meters where you don't even have to move. You stand there and it just keeps grabbing all the uranium. That's kind of funny, like the way that's stacked. I really wonder if it would cause problems, like if you enabled it with a 200-meter range. Yeah, super cheaty. But I wonder if it would cause issues, like would it lag up the whole game for a couple of seconds while it checks everywhere, or would it just be like, click, done? It might be fun just to try it, just to see if it will break it. But not at the moment. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, that's just so much easier. Go get all that uranium. I make another rocket. All right, that's 5 more. And go get this. I'm sure there's still some more elsewhere. Probably should check my cobalt stockpile since I have been using a bunch. Okay, I have to go get sulfur again. All right, that's emptied out. How am I doing over here? Finally got one out of that used. None of that used. I want to come up here and enjoy the view through my different color shade glass. Like, that was so much better. I hope that's fixed in the next update too. That is kind of frustrating when you want a nice view and it's different colors, different shades on the glass in different areas. Where's it going? Can I get under it? Almost. I'm close. Yeah, it's so much easier to sit here and hit C when I see like a meteor spot. I definitely want to try that though before I done. I want to be like 200 meters or 250 meters, and I just want to see if it messes things up. Like, does it break the game when I give that much range to it? And what color is this? Regular old storm. Yeah. You fell asleep? I mean, what happened? I've got a bunch of uranium rods built up. I'm about to go make use of. As soon as I make sure I cleared everything. And then I do want to try it. I want to see what happens if I go like 250 meters with this. Like, if I set it to that, is it going to just hose the game? Am I going to have the game like just completely freeze up and sit there and try to calculate where all that uranium's getting collected from? I mean, I'm already killing the frame rate. I gotta find a way to just completely break it. You know, that sounds like a good attempt. I think I got 5 on the last one, so that's 21 right there, and I definitely don't have 21 of these, so I can only carry 4 at a time. Let's get 4 built. Watch, I end up collecting some more uranium along the way. I'll be going along and it'll just collect. Or not. Maybe I actually got it all. Oh, no, there's one. Let's, you know, I'll just go. What am I doing? I don't have to do that. Go all the way down here. I'd like to see a snap builder type thing, but the way I'm lining these up, the snap builder would probably make them line up differently than how I'm doing it. Oh, nope. I counted wrong. We'll have to bring some iron up here, so let's do this. That. I'll grab some iron on this next trip. There we go. Let me see. Not seeing any green, so I think that's just one lost little piece of uranium. Oh, good job, Xbox, getting rid of that spam. No, the part of the game getting brighter when you use mods, that's not the mods. What that is the transition. Well, it changes, you know, when there's a storm, but part of it is this. There's like a glitchiness about the glass enclosed areas, like the biodomes. If you see, like, I'm right here, I'm not inside, I'm outside, but it acts like I go inside the mod, or inside the biodome, and because we're not in there looking through the glass, we see that, and I think that's to compensate for the glass inside, so it kind of gives a better contrast to it. But it acts like right here, like, you see, I can't walk into that. Like, there's a thing, it's acting like that's part of the structure, but I can walk into it like right here, and it's that little, just, it pops like I'm inside the actual biodome, even though I'm not. Just one of those little weird quirks. But I think that might be what you're talking about. I mean, that's the only thing I've noticed, other than when I did have it happen last time, and it may have not been a mod. It may have been something to do with me and how I was moving in and out, like the biodomes and everything. But one of the things that happened last stream was I caused it to get stuck in like a mixture of like the osmium meteor coloring and the super alloy coloring back to back, I think. And it was like wouldn't change from night. It basically looked like a purplish blue night, and I had to restart the game for that to fit. Yeah, Xbox, just because you're a mod doesn't mean you could use that language in here. We don't use that. We keep this family friendly, so please clear that message. And I'm glad I don't have the chat displayed on screen right now, because you'd be in trouble if it was. Okay, let me get this counted out right. Trying to keep this balanced, so I actually need 2 more. There we go, like that. And that. That. And I'm out again. That's 1, 2, 3 more right there, which I think I just need. Oh no, I had 21 rods, so that would be 7. Yeah, I just did 7, so should be out of uranium rods now. And yeah, the game, like that right there, I think, you know, it might be another thing you notice is like the game getting brighter. Like there seems to be some areas where it's like that transition is causing it. And all right, so now you just reminded me I was going to test this. before I do another rocket, I'm going to test this. We're going to go max, or not max range. I'm sure it could go higher, but I'm going to do a 250 meter range on the auto mine mod. I just want to see if it causes the game to go crazy. I kind of think it will, honestly. I kind of think it's going to at least lag it up pretty badly. I just want to see if it will do anything like that. Let me get the game to load in OBS. Oh, OBS is being super laggy on it for some reason. Like, it's not wanting to pick up the game screen when I reload the game. There it goes. It's gotta feel threatened when I'm about to go and make it redo that. Okay. Auto mine enabled. And I'm gonna do... I'm assuming there's no uranium around me right now. Or it would be picking up unless I did do way more than it's allowed to have. 250. It's supposed to be in meters. Again, I think the calculations are a bit off in the actual distance meter-wise in the game. And just for fun, we'll kick the rocket. I was actually going up with the rocket. Oh, no, it's working. Good that. It hit. It's hitting, and as soon as it ejects the uranium, I'm collecting it. Oh, that is definitely cheating. I mean, that makes it super easy. I mean, this is like... I mean, you talk about making it fast. That's like super fast. Oh man, I still got plenty right there too. How am I doing on my alloy? Oh, that's out. Wow, I've burned through my super alloy now. I was doing so much that I finally burned out my super alloy stockpile. Let's just see if it picks up with me roaming around anywhere. Okay, so none there. None there. And it wasn't causing problems. No, it wasn't like stuttering the game as it's trying to search, which is interesting. I'm gonna turn it off. And let's launch another rocket. And I'm hitting C. Nothing's picking up. And I want to see if I can actually... Well, let's try to ride up on the rocket the whole way. Go, go. Oh, I got up there. But I didn't get to stay up there with it. Okay. So, there's no uranium in range of supposedly 250 meters. Go let the rocket or the meteors hit. I'm just gonna enjoy letting the meteors hit for a moment. My nice oxygenated area. I'm gonna hit C one time. And I have nothing in my inventory, so I want to see how much I get. Does it fill up in one go? Or does it does it freeze up the game because it's trying to collect so many at one time? I want to see if this works. And I also just noticed we're about to hit 3.0 on the terraformation index. Your daughter is in theater class, so you go to the place she could be in. Well, yeah, you definitely want to go to her place. Or go to the place she could be in, but she's not in. Like, you're going there so she can research. Like, you're not in this play, but we'll go and watch so you can learn the lines. Okay, is it stopped? I think you did. Okay. Safety on my base. I'm gonna press it. See, get no inventory. Filled my inventory up. Dump that. I'll go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. I think I have 5. Yep, 5. That puts me at 9. Puts me at that. C. So I got a full inventory's worth. So 35 plus another 5. So I got 40 uranium dropped from that one meteor storm. So that means, you know, I want to try that again. I want to do another one, and this is going to be the last one before I, you know, set this back to 10 meters. Or maybe just take it back out. Actually, I'm gonna set it back to 10 meters for the rest of the stream, and then I'll take it out. I'm definitely liking the hotbar. I mean, it doesn't need to have 9 items. I don't really see me using that many in one consistent time frame. I mean, yeah, it could be helpful like earlier in the game, but now it's not such a big deal. Maybe 5. Could get away with 4, I guess, but maybe 5 items in the hotbar would be good. Definitely liking the middle click option, though. That's definitely helpful. If not the hotbar, then maybe a quality of life, like I said, would be when you place something down, you can have the choice to toggle on or off that it repeats that same build. So you come here, you click foundation grid, and once you place one down, it keeps going with the foundation grid. And if you don't like it, you can, you know, hit a certain hotkey, a certain button, and it turns it off, disables it. I think that would be a good option there. Is that, you know, give the player a choice one way or the other. It's always a good thing to do. But yeah, having that would be nice, is to have like just a repeating build instead of the hot bar would be fine. That really looks like it's coming right at me. Oh, that was so close. Alright, gonna wait a little bit longer. So, she's not in the play, but she could be in it. So, just not ready to do it yet. And it's Susical. Okay. Alright. Storm's over. Let's test this. C. Full. 35. I'm going to dump all those in. I'm going to go ahead and knock out 1, 2, 3. Also, it'd be nice, you know, to have like that, where when you hit it, it doesn't do just one. You, like, if you hold shift, you can keep making the same item until you run out. That would be good too. All right, so that was that. And this time I got 36 uranium. Oh, there is a mod that'll keep the craft menu open. So if you right click instead of left click. Yeah, that definitely should be like a quality of life update that they do in the next update. That, you know, they're working on a bunch of quality of life stuff. That's definitely one I think should be done then. And nothing else is collecting when I hit C. So if you want a creative mode, there is a creative mode mod for the game, but it's a brand new game. So you go in and you get a choice of creating a creative mode game save when you start a new one. Not you go in and it's only your creative mode. But if you wanted something similar to that kind of effect, where you can just get plenty of items like this, or you don't want to go out and get the items, auto mine, you know, I'll put a link in the description after the live stream's over for these. But again, auto mine is just like, to me, it's just cheaty, honestly. So I'm actually, you know, I'm not going to worry about setting that back down. I'm actually going to go ahead and pop auto mine out. Because again, it is kind of cheaty. It is one of those that's like, and actually, let's bring up Timmy too. it is one of those that, you know, it's nice in terms of how it helps you. I mean, that made it a lot easier to get uranium. Not gonna lie, it made it a lot easier. But it just does, it feels cheaty, you know? It's just, it's too easy. So I'm not gonna keep that one. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna take the vehicle one out too. I didn't take that one out yet. I thought I did, but I didn't. So I think that's, yeah, all right, that's the only ones I want to keep then. So definitely the hot bar and the inventory move multiple. I'm keeping those. So we're going go back to just that. UI don't close craft window. I might try that one, but honestly, you know, for what it is, I don't really like do that much at like one time of like, oh hey, let me go and make like 80 bars, you know, at once. You know, the easy craft style, the craft from containers is, I mean, you could call that cheaty too. I call that you know, quality of life, just making it easier. But you know, it's really each your own, you know, and I'm waiting for the game to pick back up. Why is it doing this? I don't usually close the game and reopen the game that many times in a given live stream. It seems to be OBS does not like that. It seems to be having some issues, honestly, with it tonight. So there we go. Timmy, he's just like, he's just laid out. Look at him. Did you eat that other thing? Yes, you did. Yeah, he deserves a treat. Ooh, gotta get the ear right there. The eye. I'm gonna get the ear. I'm gonna tickle that ear. Ah. It's such a rough life. I mean, seriously. Gets treats, gets his belly scratched, goes to sleep, you know? Eh. It's just such a rough life. Okay, so I have no uranium now. Actually, I am short, or I'm getting short on my super alloy. I haven't been over here to collect super alloy yet this time. And thanks to the storms, I had so much. I had like 2 lockers upstairs full of super alloy at one point. I just had way too much, and now with all of those, I've burned through it quite fast. So I guess I gotta go over here to my super alloy extractor. Oh. Yeah, you know, normally I say play vanilla, you know, once. And this is definitely a game, depending on how they change some stuff in the future updates in terms of quality of life. I could say play vanilla, you know, except maybe use certain mods that add further quality of life to the game. Depending on, of course, what's missing from the game or what people feel is missing from the game. But Ark is one I cannot play without mods. I mean, if it wasn't for some of the mods like Structures Plus and stuff like that, making things easier to build, I would have quit Ark again, like after only a few episodes. Ark needs mods, in my opinion. It absolutely needs mods to help it stand. There's just so many bugs and things wrong in the game that there's no way I could do it without mods. I mean, I could go back to vanilla Subnautica. It wouldn't be as enjoyable now without mods, but I could not go and do vanilla Ark. I'd give up. I would just be like, that's it. I can't do it. Actually, using up some cobalt. I may actually have to bring some supplies back. Beyond just the uranium and such. All right, let's go to my uranium mine. That's where at some point I'm gonna finish up these biolabs, or about the biodomes. Just call them greenhouses. You got biolab and you have greenhouses. Simple enough. You refuse to play Ark without... Yeah, there's... Again, this... I mean, building an Ark is very troublesome, regardless of the mods you use. But S Plus does help mitigate some of the pain. Not even so much that it adds certain things like the automation stuff. I definitely am a fan of automation, like having the hatchery, nanny type stuff. Which I ain't got to use all of those yet, but just the fact that it's like, oh yeah, you know, we like the normal containers, but we feel like they don't carry enough. They don't hold enough. So here, we doubled it. I like that, you know? It's like, here's the locker, or the, you know, wardrobe cabinet thing, and it's like, oh yeah, guess what? You know, 45. Nah, that's not enough. Here's 90. You know, the vaults, fantastic. You know, I'll go in there. I've got 600 spaces in a vault. It's great, you know. And honestly, beyond that, I've got just the decorative one, which does have some nice decorative items that have functionality but aren't really like that special. And then there's that ice box that requires no power. It's an ice box. It's just like, but it keeps things cold, preserves food, lets it last for a long time. I've got eggs in there that it says like 3,000 days for them to spoil, for one to spoil. I like that. I keep meaning to try out that the teleporters mod that you mentioned, Jenny. I might try that out soon because I'm getting some like other base stuff going, so I might do like a teleporter thing for some base locations. And there's a solar panel mod I keep thinking of trying for Ark, but I'm trying to stick more to like, I got the wind turbines going because I'm not really having problems with that other than when they're not spinning at the rare occasion that they stop for a little while. But yeah, I'm trying to keep Ark minimum on the mods, but there are absolutely some mods I would not play without. It's just I would not be able to put up with it. That's the game that I would like. I'd throw something out the window if I was playing without mods for that long. I am burning through water making all these reactors, so just make sure I am not eating up too much. And yep, I used up all my sulfur. So I thought I remember doing that. You see right there, that was one of the good examples of me kind of bouncing in and out of the range of the biodome trigger. So you can see how it got bright then regular, bright then regular. Hoping that gets fixed, you know, especially the weird thing where it acts like there's a corner to it, a hard right angle corner, but there's visibly not, and you can't walk in that area. Not that I really care to be walking that close in certain areas of the biodome. It's just, I like the aspect of it being, there's a curve, I can walk up to the edge of the curve instead of it giving me an invisible wall. I don't like the invisible wall thing, you know? I mean, here at least it creates like an effect of like, oh yeah, if you keep going, it's going to be really hard to see. You know, Subnautica, you get the void in order to make it dangerous to try and proceed further. as a way to keep people out of an area, but also not have to do an invisible wall to do so, where they just walk up to, they eventually get to something that they can't walk past, you know? I hate when game devs do that sort of thing. Like, just put something there. You can figure out some way to say this is as far as you go without just being, you know, there's an empty space there that you just can't walk through. All right, let's see. I got titanium in that last batch. Or not uranium. I've got 2 loose uranium from the very, like, they just produced after I emptied everything out. I got more super alloy. Still have not really refilled that much. I probably should check my uridium. So we'll get another rocket going. And I got it. If I aim right. No, I lost it. I think I was holding it back. I think it got stuck where it couldn't go past a certain height. Oh, so you got a glitch in yours where you go in to the shipwreck and it's like inverting it, so you're getting it bright daylight instead of it going pitch black. That is weird. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that, old man. My case, it goes pitch black. I would much prefer it being nice and bright daylight so I can see things. But that's not it. Good night, Zachary. The dinosaurs, I've seen that one. I just haven't used it. There's another one I saw I was thinking about adding, but then as I read the description, I was like, well, I'm past this part. There's like, it's an armor mod that basically gives you like some features, and you can automatically have the armor right at the beginning. And you can like do like upgrades, I think, to it. But I was like, you know, I'm already kind of past the point where I could really make good use of that. So I haven't bothered with it yet, but it's like Tech Armor version 2 or something like that. And it basically gives you a tech armor right at the beginning of the game. But it's mostly cosmetic at that part. But you can add to it. So I was kind of looking at, other than that, it's really ones I mentioned, like, well, you know, Jenny mentioned the teleporter. So I'm looking at that because that would be good from a utility standpoint. But the solar panel mod seems like a really cool one for me, because I don't get why, like, the wind turbine, with what we've got in the game, I don't get how wind turbines and such are not already in the game. You know, it's like solar panels and stuff like that. I mean, considering what we build in Ark, you know, if you're going to be like, oh, there's no way for you to manufacture that, like, technically there's stuff we're making in Ark, there's no way to manufacture that without some fancy like thing like the tech gen. So, and a tech solar panel would, you know, be all right too. I would like to have seen, you know, in the game something more of like just places where you stumble across it and find tech unlocks, instead of it having to be like you go and do the caves and do stuff like that, like fight bosses. That's why I like this game. Like, there's not going to be any alien fights. There's no combat. It's just going to be a nice, relaxing game where you build and terraform a planet that follows realistic science, but not overly realistic. And you just keep going till you like break the game by having too much stuff causing it lag. I think I'm gonna move that tree spreader. It's another one that is getting too many like blank areas where it's not loading trees in. So like that one's got trees all the way up to the edge of it. That one's sitting there with nothing around. It's just like there's certain spots in the area where it's just like those trees are not going to grow there. And well, put it over there. Try to get some trees on that area. Plausible science. Yeah, that's a good one. I like, you know, they said it in their thing about the goal for 1.0 of this game, and you know, it's always referred to that in other games, that hyper realism or hyper realistic, where it's just way over the top focused on being super realistic, you know. And there are some devs out there that they focus on that, but they do it the wrong way. And when I mean wrong way, I mean they focus on like some stuff as being hyper realistic, like, oh yeah, this is, you can't carry anything more than this weight, but then we're gonna give you this completely, I mean, unrealistic option here, whether it's a technology thing or it's just a you know, like green hell, you're carrying 3 large tree trunks. Like, you chop down a tree, you chop it into pieces, and you carry the trunks, the logs, up on your shoulder. I was just like, that seems a little hefty, you know, to be able to easily pick up and throw that on your shoulder. I mean, yeah, it's a quality of life aspect for building, as opposed to like you pick up 1 log at a time. But, you know, it seems it's unrealistic in that aspect to me. It's like, I don't see, I mean, I've seen some of the strawman competition where they have to pick up like a tree trunk kind of thing, and, you know, depending on the thickness, is you're not going to get 3 of them on your shoulder. Just don't want to say that. Paul here, or is that just a pop-up? 21 months, wow, coming up on that 2-year mark. Jenny has her Apex Argy. I still cannot get myself to want to try that. It just seems like there's possibly too much stuff that could go wrong. I mean, granted, I am using S+, but I feel like there's just too much stuff go wrong if the mod updates and something messes up during the update kind of thing. So that's 19. So that gives me 1 extra uranium rod. Oh yeah, let me check my... I'm still good on that. Let's go... Actually, I should probably just... Well... I don't know if it would actually pull from the pile or if it would ignore the pile. I could do one of those little crafting stations in the little spot here and just do the same thing I do with the uranium, just make all the iridium rods over there and then bring them back. Alright, I'm gonna throw... This is not vehicle. This will be miscellaneous now, because I actually uninstalled the vehicle one. Because I'm not using it. I don't plan to use it. Actually, I'll just... Not the titanium. I got way too much titanium. There you go. Okay, and I always forget this. I'm like working on that, and then I forget to go back and get more, because I didn't get all of it in one trip. strongman can only lift 1 10-foot long, 2-foot diameter. I don't think like the logs in Green Hell were 10 feet long, more like 4 to 5. Well, you know, they'd have to be long enough to fit in the ground for support, and then enough that it's up to your height. So let's say, yeah, 6 feet might be a good assumption for that, like in Green Hell. Or even in the forest, you can see those are about 5-6 feet long pieces of tree trunk. And yeah, you're carrying like 3 of them. Yeah, it's a quality of life thing. It's not a like meant to actually be realistic. But then you have some stuff that is very much like the hyper realism, which is why I like this game. They're saying it will never be hyper realistic. It will have realism and be based on real science, but it's not going to be over the top, which is, I mean, that's gold right there for me. That's them going for that balance of making it legit. You're not just ignoring realism, but you're not letting it impact how fun it is to play the game, you know? Larger container mod, I have not tried that, Paul. I did see, well, it's not larger container. There's one that it's like remote storage where basically you can, where I got the hot bar here, you can hotkey some of your storage stuff. And I was like, that's kind of cool. But at the same time, you know, it's like, I guess it's kind of like the stuff in No Man's Sky where it's like, oh yeah, you've got this mod or this upgrade installed in your starship, so you got remote access. You got remote access to your freighter. I decided I didn't want to do that one. You know, it's just like there's a auto. It's not auto sort, but it's kind of like that. Like I think it's you load your inventory and you hit L, and it basically anything in your inventory then goes to a container that has at least one of that item until it fills up. So you can do kind of auto sort, but you'd have to control like, oh yeah, you know, if I want all 3 of these to have super alloy, I put 1, 1, and 1 in each, and then it would auto fill until they were full, kind of thing. It's not like the auto sort lockers for Subnautica where you actually designate what item goes into them. But that would be one I would probably try next if I was to redo all my storage. Hi, Eagle. Thanks for joining in. You got mutation stacks that kill gigas in less than 10 seconds. I still got to get some mutations going at some point. And use 10 of them with the mutation or without mutations. Take out the King Titan. And what level were those mutated Argies? Because I've got like, I mean, I'm separating my Argies out. I've got like my normal utility one that's like just for everything right now, that he's like my highest level. But I've got 2 that I'm raising for storage only, just for carrying cargo. I got 2 more I'm doing that with at my other little tower I built. And then I've got like, I think 15 to 20 that I'm just leveling the attack on them now. And that's kind of like my goal is to build them up, and I gotta get back to working with my dimorphs, trying to get them set up right and level them, because I'm going to use them as a, like, you know, 50 to 100 range swarm of dimorphs would be fun. And I've seen people do that with like the mutation that gives them like well, I've seen somebody did it with a mutation where it was like higher speed. So they were dumping, they had like their dimorph splitting. So here's one group that's going this speed, another group that's kind of following behind. So they basically like just killed off the slow ones. But, you know, seeing there were like 100 dimorphs, all of them like level 200 something. And they're like, oh yeah, here's a level 150 T-Rex. And it's like, attack, and it's gone. Just dead and devoured. And I was like, okay, yeah. So I got both of those. I'm kind of working towards that idea. I know, like, in some of the stuff, the boss fights, you know, you can only bring so many dinos with you, so you kind of want like bigger, stronger ones in that case. But yeah. What was I going to do? I was going to say, oh yeah, we're just past the 2-hour mark. We'll go a few minutes longer, but I do have some work stuff I've still got to do. I got some server updates to check on after this. So, oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to check and see how many uranium or nuclear reactors I got up to this time. I swear, if I really wanted to make this go fast, that auto mine and just putting it like, I mean, 250 meters seems to be all I needed. It probably didn't even need to be that much, but just I could load up everything else that I need, just stockpile all the other stuff I need, the iridium, the super alloy, all that, and basically just summon meteor after meteor after meteor. Oh yeah, cobalt, get a lot of cobalt. And then just summon all those meteors, one after another. As soon as one storm ends, order another meteor or storm, and just keep doing it and just collect using auto mine and just have tons of uranium. No problem. And make it go fast. But again, the auto mine is cheating. It's too cheaty for me. I'm sure some people are like, you know, good with it, would use that all the time. It gives more of that creative mode in a way. And I mean, I guess I can't say much because, I mean, you look at the FCS boss, once you set them up right, you get all the resources you want. You can call that cheating too. So, you know, it depends on what you want. What range is my autocraft? I did 50. On the, it's not autocraft, it's craft from containers. I put it to 50 because the default is 20, which did not feel like 20 meters. Just like the auto mine, the Nexus mods page said 20 meters for the default. When I opened the config, it was set to 10 meters for default, and even the 10 meters felt more like it was maybe at best 5. Like it was doing actually, like the value you put in, you were actually getting half of that. So I did 50 meters on my auto craft, which does seem to be about, I wouldn't say it's a true 50 meters, but it does seem like it's close to that. I mean, that would be a pretty good distance, and I do get a fair distance away, but yeah, 10 meters or even 20 meters. I mean, 20 meters away from the resources in that section, I could be standing here and I wouldn't be able to build something. So, definitely kick your config range up on that if you're using the craft from containers. Definitely needs to be higher than the default 20. The 20 is not an actual 20. It's a bit shorter. I really need all that. I'm doing all the cobalt mainly because of, well, the rockets. I'm not even gonna worry about a rocket right now. I think I got all of those, but I might have left some uranium out somewhere. It does scatter quite a bit sometimes, you know, like I'm over in the base, like right there. And I come over here and there's some over by the water. Yep, see, there's more. This is scattered so much over an area. That's why I'm getting the trees out of here. It makes it easier to spot stuff like that when there's not trees everywhere. So I need to move all my tree spreaders out of this area. All the flower spreaders, everything. Just get this nice and clear, mossy ground. Easy to spot everything, especially with super alloy storms. That definitely helps when I can see all the rocks from the super alloy storms. Look at that. Okay, so that's 21. So I did that earlier. With that would give me another 7. I've got 44, so I get up to 51. Let's get one more made. 1, 2, and 3. Like that. So that's 24. That still gives me enough for a rocket. Those. Got that. Plenty. Let's see. That's gonna... I think I'm out. No, I got 2. So I need 6 more. So I don't have a problem with the sulfur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that's that. So now, same trick. Oh yeah, let me that. Well, I'm not even going to be building more of the foundations. Just gonna do 4 more. I should have enough. I'll go and see if I need to build more foundations. I think I'm okay. So build all 4, break them down. Got my stuff in inventory. Useful trick. Same thing with Easy Craft on Subnautica. Just if you need to carry it out somewhere else, build it, then break it down so the stuff goes in your inventory. You don't have to go and actually pull stuff from your storage to, you know, track what items you need. Your breeding pair is mutated, so you have as many as you want. See, I would have to have 2 breeding pairs. Actually, I've got 1 breeding pair of Argy right now, and they are producing way too many Argies. So they're not that bad. Now, Dimorphs, I had to go with several pairs just trying to get them to go faster. Oh, I am going to have to make room for more. I forgot I had not got that much room left, so that's going to give me... What? Give me short by 1, I think. I'm not gonna have room for 1. Yeah, I am short space for 1. You know, I'll just toss it right here for now. Go grab some of that lovely iron I got to. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna get iron this time. Build out a bunch more of the foundation grids. Make it easy. Quick trip, get some more foundation done, and that'll give me 8 more. That's gonna put me up to 52. And save some time. Go over there. I could build 60 of them if I was in range up here the whole time. And now 25. 27. 28. 29. 28. 25. I've got to figure out where those items are coming from on that. They should not be in any of my structures over there. I don't have any storage other than the tree storage. So unless there's like... And it shouldn't be counting that because it would be for meteors, but unless it's like meteors that, you know, landed on top of them and caused it to get embedded inside and it treats it like the whole thing is a container because it's an interior thing. I don't know. You know, I guess it could be something like, oh, it's inside the biodome. That's because the biodome itself is a container. You know, it's you like access a container element of it. I wonder if it could be treating it like the whole thing is a container. I would think not, but I guess it's possible. That. All right, that gives me 1 more. I've got 1 there. I need space for 3 over here. And I should have enough. Because I got 17. And I need to actually have 16. Oh, no. 12 over here. Yeah, 12. So I got enough for 4 more over here. Look at that. Just how much quicker it is. Not having to go back in to the build menu and select every time. Alright, I'm going over here. I'm going to see if it pops up while I'm here. And, oh, there goes 3. I got 3. You know what? Let me test this. I wonder if it's pulling off of the extractor in the osmium cave there. Maybe I've got... Well, of course, then it goes to, like, from 3 to 2, so it's like it's moving. Maybe there's some in a container still in the ship. Up there. That I missed or something. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see if there's a config option for disabling the modifier key for shift on that. That's kind of getting annoying. I mean, it's nice. Hold shift when you press the button on the hot bar and it gives you the pinned recipe. It makes it quicker, but I'm not really needing that aspect. If I need to pin the recipe, I'll pin it the other way because I'm holding shift a lot as I'm running around. That is kind of causing some issues for me. I might see if that config can let me change that hot key combo. Alright, let's see. I had a spot for one more. This is starting to feel like my solar farm. My solar cluster farm on the FCS game save last time. And that's the last one. Boom. I'm gonna go up this direction. And I am very close to that cave. That should be picking up, but it's not. Okay, I am super close to the cave. It's not picking up iron. Now it's picking up 7. 2. Okay, did I miss like a container over here or something? Is that what happens? I somehow missed a container? One of those little spots where I'm supposed to like just happen to have my deconstructor tool and shoot it? It's gotta be right in like, well, I mean, that's gotta be up there. But then it goes away. What? That is very narrow. This is like one of these, but then there it goes again. It's down to 2. That's a very narrow range there, triggering or something like that. And I don't have any containers over there. Oh well, let's see. Last thing to do. I am at 26,569 kilowatt hours at 52 nuclear reactors. What was it you had at Spots like, or is that Spots go to sleep? He was going to sleep earlier. I think he said, yeah, like he sent me a picture. It was like 88 nuclear reactors tier 2. He had 7, I think it was, fusion generators, and I'm like, I'm gonna use that more for my other stuff. I would like to use those, but I need to find more Zeolite. Oh, that could be an interesting way to use the auto mine. Set it to like 1,000 meters, if it'll go that high, without messing up. 1,000 meters, and the only thing, I forgot to hold the button. The only thing it's set to collect is Zeolite. So 1,000 meters. And you just hit C one time for Zeolite, and it harvests every single piece of Zeolite in the game. Like one go, you got every single piece of Zeolite in the game currently done. So anything you missed, you have it. That could be I mean, that could be a, you know, save some time right there. If you just really needed to, that could save you some time. There we go. I've got up to 52. 52 generators. 7 are behind me back at the base. I'll probably move those up here, honestly. And then that's what it's looking like now. It's honestly a much bigger platform than even my heaters are set on. Yeah, look at that. Still loading some in. Yeah, and I can see the light sticks, but I don't see the stairs or the foundation grids. I'm gonna fill out the rest of that as how I've got it built on this side all the way. Everything completely filled out, and then I'm gonna figure out how I want to wrap around to the next level. We'll build another level above and above, and I'll keep stacking it up till I get either to the top of that, or the game just I can't move because there's too many of them. Hopefully we'll have an update before then. If not, then we'll have to find something else in the meantime. I did see Lynn's Island's got an update coming soon that has like the fishing added to the game, so it might be a good opportunity if as they said, it's a few weeks away for the update on this. If they do take several weeks to get it out, it might be a good time to take a break from this, go back to Lynn's Island for a little bit till the update comes out for this. But yeah, 3 new mods. I will put those links in the description after this is done. If you want to check out any of those mods, I'll have them linked up on Nexus Mods. All those came from Nexus Mods right now. So, Timmy! I think he was half asleep before I said his name, because the eye just kind of went. The way Zeolite grows, you don't see how they can make it farmable unless it respawns. I feel like, I mean, it grows. Like, you got it growing. It's coming out of the little vine, the root. I think they could make it be a thing like more roots appear kind of thing or something like that. I think that they could make it where it does like respawn from like new roots pushing up in other places or something like that, stuff growing bigger. Or they may add, they do have a new cave they showed in the preview stuff for the next big update. And if you're looking at it, the glowing stalactites, even though it's not a big picture with a lot of close-up detail, it does kind of look like it could be a zeolite cave. So we might have a cave where there's zeolite that can be used with, like, say, a tier 3 extractor or the tier 2 extractor. So I think they might have that coming in the next update, because obviously that is kind of a premium item, and especially for some of the stuff, it kind of puts a limit on what you can do unless you do a lot of building, like the uranium-powered nuclear reactors, and they'll have to do a lot of optimizing around supporting people who have like 100 nuclear reactor tier 2s and like all these tier, lower tier other things, because they can't afford to have all the upper tier ones because of the lack of zeolite. So I think they're gonna make it mineable at least. Eagle, you love playing Planet Crafter? Well, good for you. Well, I mean, it's technically you're mining it from the roots, because you're not just picking it up. From what I remember, you still go up there and you use the little drill effect like you do on everything else. So, again, if you look at like the recent notes they posted on Steam for the game, for the upcoming update, it says a few weeks, but the very first picture, it's in a cave. And there's these crystal stalactites that are glowing, and also stalagmites. They're on the ground too in the background. It honestly does kind of look like it's zeolite, like big formations of zeolite. Unless they're coming up with a new resource that we get from there. And they are showing in the other new biomes, they've got zeolite in both of those pictures. One is a zeolite that's just on the ground, not on a root as well. There is a picture showing it just on a boulder instead of coming out of a root. So there may be something where they have it spawning in other places too, beyond just the little roots that come out of the ground. And yeah, the new update says new objects to craft, build, new technologies, and new secrets. So we're gonna get some more stuff, you know, which could be good. I kind of like that, you know, but it does say a few weeks out. So, and a lot of quality of life improvements, as we already have discussed. Directly was saying from the you know, experimental build that is stuff like what I just used mods for tonight. So we're gonna see some stuff like that. Some of the mods making their way into the game. Well, unless they are adding a new resource in the game that is kind of similar to Zeolite, that is like a crystal or something like that. I'm going to say that the first picture on the little, you know, update news post they made is probably a Zeolite cave. I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably what that is, unless they are adding something new like crystal of some kind or something like that. They could be doing that. We might be getting a new resource with the next update, but I'm leaning hopefully towards the idea of like Zeolite either being a mineable thing, just like, because they're going realism but not like hyper realistic, or it's, you know, something else, maybe some kind of thing where we can refine Zeolite from something. All right, good night, Felonius. Thanks for hanging out. Oh. Ah, there we go. We got that happening again. Well, Jenny, you hid them. I reported them. So we both did something there. I don't know if you, I mean, you were like hiding them. I know that, like deleting them, but I was seeing they're reporting them. So we're making sure to report. We got to make sure we get those reported, because we got to get those accounts shut down. All right. See you Saturday, Jason. See everybody Saturday. Because yeah, again, I've got some work stuff I got to go check on after this. So Timmy. Oh, all right. Before I go though. Oh, he had his head down. He was looking right at the camera. And of course, I said Timmy and moved my hand, and he got all excited. Hi. Oh, it's just scratched the neck. Scratch the neck. Look right here. Look right here. Look right here. All right. I'm not gonna make you look there anymore. Come here. Oh. Yeah. All right. Come on. Don't get tangled up on me. No, wait, you want to say hi? Oh, there. All right. Now he wants down. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight for the stream. We'll do this Saturday again, because I still got more building I can do. I'm sure there'll be some more mods we can play around with too on the stream. And if not, then, you know, Xbox will be happy if I decide to do a new round of No Man's Sky. I can't get, yeah, it's a big update, and there's stuff that I've been asking for in that update, you know, as far as quality of life improvements, but there's other stuff that's just like I don't care about. So I don't know if I'm gonna do the No Man's Sky thing yet. I don't know, maybe we'll get like an update for Lynn's Island in the next 2 days or something like that. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll still do a stream Saturday either way. At least that's the plan. So have a good rest of your night. Good Friday. And we'll see you all Saturday. Stay healthy and stay safe.